The heater is a symptom. The heater is a symptom of bad cross-wiring, unfortunately. So we can talk more about power issues. I will do a proper initiation of the stream in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It is the Biendeo stream today on this fine 19th of August 2026. There's the date. There it is. Hope you're having a wonderful week and 2 extra days because it is indeed a Wednesday and not a Monday. My power went out on Sunday midday, and it didn't come back for a day and a half, which was good fun. I made sure to not dox myself, so that's good fun. Sup, YouTube, and yeah, sup, Tom, sup, Fetty, sup, Love, how you all doing? I'm glad you're all with me. Let's dive into Bowser's Fury, because I haven't played this in a while, haven't I? But yeah, no, so yeah, I had a power outage, which was real doozy. Isn't it weird to have a resume and a new game button? I'm gonna need to remind myself how to play this game. But yeah, no, power outages are terrible, and it's especially a little annoying, and I don't mean any ill intent against my body corp, but when I describe that I keep getting brownouts, and I feel like, you know, my lights are just flickering and like burning themselves out because of this, and I've had other devices burn themselves out. I'm not too sure if it's because of the brownouts, but it's not good. When the rest of the whole building doesn't have internet, because the internet is literally for some reason mapped to a common area light source. Like whenever an electrician needs to turn off the lights to work on stuff, they turn off everyone's internet. And also on top of that, it just seems to conquer all the power in my apartment for a moment. They're like, you know, we'll discuss this. And I'm like, I feel like I need a little more than discussion. I feel like I need some action and or some remedy, especially when they come over, they do something, and it's like, you know, we'll get them back to finish the job. It's like, yeah. Also, Tom, does that mean you're at the Grand Prix this weekend? I'm trying to remember how much stuff I did last stream. Is Bowser coming already? I've forgotten where all the Bowser doors that I haven't done are. But given that we have something here, I don't know what we're feasting on. Fuzzies? Do we just eat the so I shouldn't do that. Also, hi. Everything's raining down on me. You're not there for the race. You're just coincidentally there, right next to the race. Oh. This feels like it'd be a tad painful with Bowser constantly, like, chilling here. Maybe the goal is just to eat every single fuzzy in the area. Oh, where's the platform gone? I've got the run button held down. Ah. Oh, he's sweeping on me. Oh, I just need, like... Oh, okay, that's my bad. Jeez. Well, yeah. It was like... I think it was like 700 Australian for a singular 2-day ticket to Melbourne, and I'm like, you know, like, you get your stuff when you're there. You gotta pay so much to get on the race day. You might as well get there on the day before as well. But yeah, no, it's like, it's a bit once in a lifetime for me. I usually don't pay anywhere near that much on concert tickets. I usually go to double-digit kinds of concerts. Usually. I've gone to some pricier ones, but not too frequently. I haven't gone to any concerts this year, so... And yes, you did have to kill all the fuzzies. Not the same as the touch fuzzy get dizzy fuzzies as well. So, well, that's good. Well, I hope the weather is great up there in Holland. I guess we'll see for the race this weekend. Certainly it'll be exciting to get back into the swing of it for F1, but also you know, hopefully you enjoy your time there as well. If you're wondering why I haven't been doing this dash, it's because I'd completely forgotten. It is ground pound, but then while you're in mid-ground pound, you hit the dash button. It's been a while. It also is a real weak dash. I don't know, man. I don't think it's really worth doing most of the time. It's there, I guess. I don't know. That's about it. Still though, it's been good fun. So I didn't even mention, last stream was the first stream for this. It has passed quickly. Yeah. It was the first stream for Bowser's Fury, and yeah, we're just continuing on. We're gonna go for all 100 this stream though. I guess this stream will be fun because I have to find the rest. Don't know quite where they are. But yeah, no, it's definitely gone quick. I'll tell you that. There's been a lot of fun, lot of changes. Some things for the better, some things not for the better, but hey, you know, that's life. That's how things are. Ooh. Are all these cat bullet bills? I gotta follow the cat bull. Oh, 20 seconds? Oh no, they're soccer balls! Physics. Don't forget physics. Me and my depth perception is terrible today. Oh well. We'll get there. So I might as well start off with a couple of, a couple of Biendeo news. They're not really particular Biendeo news, but, the first one I want to mention is a very, very important one, which is, Twitch is training, everyone's stuff on AI data, unless you opt out. As a viewer, you will be, pleased to know I have indeed opted out of it, so don't worry. But it is a weird one. I mean, it's not weird in the sense of, like, it's not unexpected why companies are, you know, selling all their stuff for data purposes because, or training their own AI stuff. There's big money in it. I completely get why companies are doing it. I just don't like that they are. Oh, that's a real cheeky angle at the end there. That's a real cheeky angle. But yeah, obviously, like all of these services, every single big tech company, it's the money that is well worth it. I think there's, I forgot what service there was, but there was like a healthcare company in Australia. They went bankrupt, and they just sold all the data to like Google or like some other big company. I don't want to specifically list Google because in case I get it wrong, then they'll be like, no, we never bought. Yeah, you pinged me about it, so rest be assured. The bit that I find very bizarre about Twitch's handling of this is that it is based on the channel that, how would I put it? Like, it's... So, hi, it's Bowser time already. The setting doesn't apply to the user, it applies to the... I gotta work my way into this one, okay? I gotta work my way into the stream. You know what? Actually, should I... Oh, I can't kick Bowser's butt because the... Oh, no, I can. The bell's right there. Yeah, let's kick Bowser's butt. Woo. That's a bad place to be. That is a very bad place to be. Oh, he's really not giving me a break here, is he? Oh, okay, I'm on the right side here. Oh, what the heck, Bowser? Man, I'm not having a good time this stream, I tell ya. But yeah, no, it's weird because the setting is per channel, which means if you're a chatter, if you're someone in the chat, you are beholden to whoever's stream you are chatting in, whether your data is collected for AI purposes. It's kind of weird why they don't selectively base it on the user, they base it on the channel, because it means that you cannot ever opt out of this. Which is very weird. Yeah, first go. Let's go. There we go. I didn't see where the question mark panel was, by the way. I didn't... Is it near me? I didn't spot it. But we do have a flagpole there, so hopefully that'll help. Oh, down I go. Okay. There's bound to be a bunch of stuff around. Nope, there's the screen space reflections again. I'll never get over that one. I do wonder if you could. I mean, most likely they wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be so blatantly obvious that you could, right? Like, no way would it be that Biendeo's greatest enemy. Forgetting stuff? Or no, doing stuff first go? Oh. I have a lot of great enemies, thank you very much. They are all equal. Where's this bell come from? It's just... Is that from the plant there, and Bowser Jr. just ran into it? Okay. Well, I can't go that way. That seems like an end of level thing, but... Yeah, well, I mean, that's the part that seems very odd to me, because, yeah, I don't understand, like... I only understand it from an implementation standpoint, and it doesn't make sense from a, you know, from a user perspective. It's like, well, why would a user ever want that? Oh, I get it. Also, ooh, find the way the pipe goes up. I think it's that downward bit there. Let's try and get it. It's a very 3D world moment here. Well, yeah, I mean, I think they should. I think they should do a big disclaimer, because I think a lot of people will incorrectly think they've opted out, or not even know that it's happening in the first place. And yeah, there's no indication, there's no disclaimer, I guess. I don't know, maybe there's specifics. This is a cheeky... That's a cheeky placement right there. Oh. Eh. Perspective, there we go. I mean, I agree in the sense of it probably sounds kind of right, but I'm not a lawyer, and also on top of that, I feel like it's way too obvious for that to be the case. Unless they're just playing by, you know, what's the term? If you do enough, no one goes after you. Which is not a great way to run anything. This is a very cheeky kind of section. Oh. We have a lawyer. We have a lawyer. We do indeed have a lawyer. Okay, well, there you go. Oh, I got 3 of them. Good shine! But yeah, YouTube currently hasn't announced that they do that, but most likely they already are doing that, and I unfortunately cannot change that. One thing I will say, though, is that YouTube has changed its partner program requirements slightly. This is just for new people. It doesn't affect me, but it may affect you. Apparently, you now need to have, I think, 1,000 active watch hours per 90-day period on... Actually, no, I think it's already there. But it's like, if you do... Yeah, if you do shorts content, you have to make, I think, 20 million, like, registered, or, like, valid views on shorts in a 90-day period in order to qualify for the partner program. That is alternative to long-form video, but I feel like, wow, that's a lot of effort. Probably the shorts game is too vital. I don't think that's as... it's kind of controversial if you're a shorts creator, because it's like... That's just a high barrier to entry. The one that you're probably thinking of is the fact that the view counter is not actually the view counter. Now, they haven't stopped counting views in the way that they should, but YouTube has always sort of prided itself on the fact that it's never cheesed out on its view counts, and now it is. So, views on YouTube videos, I think as of the end of the month, the views will be counted up using a new metric, which only counts up the moment the view or the video is loaded, and not actually whether the video was even, like, properly watched. And properly watched is always arguable. Sup, Mace? How you doing? Or is it Macchio? M.A. I'm going with M.A. on this one. How you doing? Also, the joys of cross-chat. So views used to count if there was a, if they were classified as I guess a valid view. I think it needs like 30 seconds or so of active screen time. It's not even just like the video is watched for so long. It's like the video is actively, oh, I gotta bump these. The video is actively like open on the tab for a bit. It's not a percentage per se, because otherwise that would mean that a lot of my videos don't count as views. But like, I get views after like 1 minute of watch time. It's not too long, and it still counts as a view. For reference, most advertisers will pay kind of by the view count, but the amount that your video is worth is somewhat based on the watch time. So, in my case, I generally would like watch time. I generally would really appreciate it if people watch the streams more in full. Also, there goes Bowser. He's just gone. Okay. I kicked his butt, dang it. Looks like Bowser Jr. has more to say.
I can't believe how big and strong Dad is now. Fighting him gets scary every time he appears. I know, we'll change it back to regular scary if we keep trying. We can't give up now.
They just wanted me to get even more shine sprites there. Cat shines. So, but yeah, now they still count this as engaged views in YouTube's analytics service. They will still. Ready? I guess I'm at the end of the game and I really needed to kick his butt a few times, didn't I? Did I call him mean and green last time? He's not particularly green. I'm in the middle of my shine, you monster! It's almost like it's the end of the game, just calling me. I want to see if I can get my, blue coins, dang it. This feels like a rather straightforward one for the blue coins. Whoop. Round and round and... Oh, there we go. Easy. Easy enough. All I gotta do is not botch this up. And we'll be happy days. Happy chappy. But yeah, YouTube still counts all the views the old way, using what they call engaged views, but that's only going to be visible in the analytics. So advertisers will see it, the content creators will see it, but you as a viewer won't see it. What is the reason? The only thing that they're really doing is they're changing out the number that will be on screen to most regular people with, I guess, you know, this kind of less useful number. Why? It's because it doesn't look good compared to Facebook and TikTok, who don't count the views with any engagement metrics. They just count literally when the video loads. And given that they have feeds, which basically just start the video immediately when you scroll down your feed enough, YouTube really wants to compete on the same front. That's pretty much the only reason why they're doing this. Does it change anything too much? Well, yeah, it's like when they got rid of the dislike button, and it makes YouTube just less user-friendly. It is an arms race, yeah, but it makes YouTube less user-friendly because no one actually knows how good videos are. Now, the YouTube creators can be transparent, but at the end of the day, it's like, well, I can't tell you my analytics in real time. I can only really tell you if you really ask. I'm not too sure if it's meant to be, like, truly private, your analytics, but mine are pretty okay. Well, yeah, well, I don't know if it's great for the AI content farms necessarily, because there's a lot of rather, like, low-tier kinds of content. Oh, dang it. There's a lot of real, like, low-tier content for the, that the AI's farms are really pumping out. But I guess if it gets the view count, then that's all they really care about. Can I touch the bell and get my... Oh, I can! There you go. I was like, hold on. I gotta be able to get this thing back, can I? I'm the fire and my laser. Oh, jeez. Trying to play with the camera on this one. That's not to say we've never had, you know, low-effort AI content before, but yeah, no, the spam is ridiculous. In fact, there's so many of these farms. I think that there's that one famous WWE video example where the AI voice gets stumped on either the word what or WWE, and the voice will just, like, for 10 minutes go, what? And it will just continue to get more and more, like, destroyed, and it's terrible. And then eventually at some point it just resets and figures itself out. Oh, look at that, it beat the game. You good there, Big B? Nah, he's even bigger, Bowser! You know, I feel like when your eyes go white like that, you can't see things. Now I have all the Dragon Balls. Or cat bells. Close enough. Ride, Plessy! Ride! Listen, you kind of have to do the final boss when it keeps annoying you in the middle of your platforming. I'm pleasantly surprised at what we're doing for a final boss fight. I was not expecting a Plessy ride. What? He's gone for a high sweep on me. How could he? The monster. Keeps going far away. Don't do this to me. Good thing there's all these conveniently placed ramps. Not good thing he's conveniently timing his stuff around. Oh, look. Alright. We do ride. But yeah, I don't think it's that big of a change, but it is also, like, annoying. It's like, man, all these services are getting worse in very, very small ways. Listen, I would always complain about rule of thirds, but I think the pacing on this one rule of third actually is very understandable. So I'm okay with this one. Also, I appreciate all the free coins they're giving. Because the coins give you an item. And therefore, it's just like, oh, okay, I can just drop an item. Maybe that makes it a tad easy. Try to see me do this without an item use. This spike's coming out of his back? Okay, I might actually need an item use. I might actually need an item use on that one. There you go. There we go. Let's talk hardware for a second. We have Hardware Unboxed did a review of that RX 9050, the graphics card that didn't really seem like it made a lot of sense. And they had a weird thing for their review, which was AMD specifically didn't give review samples to anyone. And a partner gave them a card, but they said they couldn't name which card or the partner that it actually was. Which is very odd, because I'm like, why would you even give the product if you know it's going to be negatively received and you don't want it associated with you? Like, you could be the best of the worst product, but curious. I don't know what they're really going with, other than maybe it's to provide pressure against AMD for doing stuff like this, because, yeah, it is a very... Ooh, my goodness, jeez. Woo. Woo. We got a lot of jazz going on here. Did I really just use an item right at that moment? Yeah. Well, there you go. There's the big... Oh my goodness. Oh no. The poor guy. The poor guy. You know, that might be worse. Oh, he blew up as fireworks. That might be worse than the Odyssey ending. Rejected at the altar is one thing, but crushed by a, you know, the Loch Ness monster is a completely different thing. And we also turned the sun into a cat. Nothing is safe. Give us that Mario 64 ending music. Cat cat. He squeaks. Can't reach him. Okay, sure, yeah. No, I agree. Listen, that Mario's reaction is exactly what I was about to tell you, Fetty. It's like, oh, just kind of happens. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Plessy. Big Plessy. Well, I guess that's Bowser's Fury. 20-something minutes into a stream. 25 minutes in. I was so close. All I had to do... I looked it up, by the way. I think you only needed, like, 50 of the cat shines to actually activate the end of the game. But I was actively avoiding the the Bowser onslaughts, so... I like these little drawings. They're good fun. But yeah, we're gonna still do all the shines, so we're not gonna end the stream that soon. But yeah, the 9050, yeah, what a weird card. So, as expected for a card with half the cores of the 9060 XT, and this is the 8 gig version, so it's not half the memory bandwidth on this one. But it did slightly better than half the performance. It seems a little odd, given that half the cores and even clocks less, you would imagine there's even less than half the performance. But no, I think there's a bit of bottlenecking in games that, you know, the graphics being, you know, more than half does not necessarily mean quite half the performance. But it's still a bad card. I'm so glad we got a bassoon on our final track here. National Hockey League localization stuff. I don't know, actually. I'd imagine NHL... I mean, given they've got a Taiwan company there. This reminds me of another Galaxy track. Yeah, no, I enjoyed this. We'll see what the remaining cat shines have in store, but no, I enjoyed this as a nice, fun little bonus. It was good fun. But yeah, 9050, not too hot. I'll read out some numbers on the benchmark, which is the 1080p average. Well, there you go, out of 100, so we just need to get the remaining 38, wherever they may be. Thank you, resume. But yeah, in their average, they put it at a 49 FPS average on their 10 games at 1080p. These are all on the max settings. Don't take the 49 as, oh, it can only do 49. Some games it will do much better. Some games it doesn't do as good. But the idea is that if you run the same games with multiple cards, you try to get a better a better gauge of, does the card do well? And the answer is, that's a tad better than the 6600, which came out ages ago. Yeah, now we're supposed to have a fun day on this lake together, but then he got all big and mad. I put marks on the map where more cat shines might be hiding. Let's find them all and change Dad back. Oh, that's convenient. Thank you, game. The full world. Exactly. Oh, I was like, I knew I never went up there. Also, I knew there'd be something back here. Listen up, Mario. You're helping me a lot, so I'll make it easy on you. If you want to visit a different island, just point it on the map and press A. I'll warp us straight there. Well, that would also have been convenient ages ago. So where are we right now? We are right here, so that'd be a shine. Like here, I guess, right? Oh, and he is a cat now. He is a cat now. Oh, I see it. I wonder if that's been there the entire time. Probably has. Junior's graffiti gratitude? Maybe. actually. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a collecting one. Okay, well, we'll look around for the collecting. Plessy is a she? Maybe, but you know me giving everyone the male pronoun. Everyone gets it. No exceptions. Also, hi there. Toadette confirmed. Story tradition, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I need to wait for Bowser to come back to break those, I guess, then. Unless he's not in there. Alright. I was thinking... high ledges. Very prime position for these kinds of things. We need to find the boys. And we need to find, the red coins. What could it be? Oh my goodness, just a whole shine. I love the graffiti though, it's great. Well, that is the gratitude, I guess. There we go. But yeah, it's only ever so slightly better than the 6600. It is not as good by far compared to the 7600, which used to be 300 US. Actually, it used to be way less than 300 US dollars as well, didn't it? But in Australia, it's like, you know, the 6600 was a fairly great card at 300 Australian. This card is launching at 280 USD. It is going to be maybe around $430. We will see how it converts. But that is a bit of a dead-in-the-water price, because that is way more than... also, that is the last shine, so, or the last coin, so they're somewhere before here. Oh, I saw that one. Okay, it's before this one. Interesting. Other cards that might be better by a modern context, probably the Arc B580 is actually weirdly the best one right now. It's the only card in Australia that you can buy new that's even less than $400. Not even the 50/50. But I would also probably prefer the 50/50. I would also just say the 9060 XT 8GB version, even though Hardware Unboxed does have a lot of gripes about the 8GB version. You know, at the end of the day, it is 500 Australian dollars. You can definitely at least get some mileage out of that one. But you could probably also save another 100 and get the 16GB version if you really wanted to. But yeah, otherwise on the Nvidia side, I don't hate the 5060's position, but it's been better. All of these cards have been better. They are all getting worse in terms of price. And it's a shame because we ideally should be at the end of a generation real soon. Like, Nvidia launched all these cards January last year. We kind of are in the last half a year of this generation's lifespan. But who knows if they will ever release something. Probably not. I'm curious where that last coin would be. Because I'm looking around the boat, not particularly seeing it. Coin 2 was up there, coin 4 was on the other side of the boat, which means coin 3 would be somewhere in the middle, wouldn't it? But I can't swim under the boat. Oh. Yeah, okay. It is so... Well, yeah, it is. There's another article talking about how, you know, memory is now actually exactly 500% more expensive than it was this time last year. SSDs and hard drives and stuff are definitely more expensive. Not as dramatically, but still, it's like 500% is crazy. This is prohibitive for so many people, and every time we keep going, you know, all these consoles' prices are increasing. Well, you know, like, it's not as dramatic as the actual memory prices themselves to consumers. And obviously, the big, you know, the big reason is like, oh, okay, because all the big data centers are being built. They're not specifically for AI, but they certainly are being used for AI right now. High memory, yada, yada, yada. The parts themselves are not necessarily... You can't sub them straight into our computers. It's more that the chips themselves, they can then transplant and turn into whatever. I wonder if all these other guys are somewhere else in the world rather than specifically here. I also wonder if there's even more shines here, or whether we just go over to... over here. Nice relaxing swim. Where did Plessy spawn? He was on the other side of the boat, wasn't he? Ah, Plessy! Get over here! We're both cats, we both hate water. Check out this Plessy coin. Do I have to be... Oh. Alright, we just do it on foot. Do it on foot. Or on paw, I guess. I did not see where that ended up, so I'm hoping it's up here. Nope. Nope. I hear it to my right. I didn't see it at all. I wasn't too sure where that went. But yeah. Now, what a weird card in the sense of, like, the Australian market isn't as stuffed as, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. The Australian market isn't quite as stuffed for graphics cards as the US. It's real bad over there. It's really, really bad. But everything is still kind of expensive. I'd probably say if you are looking for high-end gaming, 9070 XT is like, it's eked back to $1,000, but again, I'd take that instead of... I realize I gotta be taking out these Parabitty buds as well, don't I? I'm sort of running past them and I'm like, oh yeah. That's okay, Tom. That's okay. Yeah, 9070 XT is pretty alright. But yeah, I don't know, B580's kind of the one good one. The nice thing about the B580 as well is that you get 12 gigs of VRAM. That's surprising for being the cheapest card on the market. It's also weirdly more VRAM than many other ones. So you might as well, for the most part. Or you could just wait for a while, for quite a while. Try and play some games that are not anywhere near as demanding on your GPU, because at the end of the day, like, you know, anything from 5 years ago runs fairly well. You don't necessarily need brand spanking, not even brand new, but like, you don't need, like, how would I put it? You don't need to spend crazy amounts to get stuff that is actually brand new if there's something used that is indeed doing what it needs to do. Oh, I see where that went. Yeah, yeah. Go, Plessy! How far do we have to go for these Plessy coins? Oh, ages away. Ages away. Okay, come on. Come on, game. So I drew a little graph as well of, oh, sorry, not the 9070 XT. The regular 9070. It's still 850 Australian dollars. It's got fewer cores than the XT. Look at this graph. But yeah, 5060 is actually the best value NVIDIA card. And the 5060 Ti 8 gig isn't too far off. It's not too bad. But, yeah, we used to have the 5070 kind of up there, and it's not anymore. For note, the, what is it, the 9050 8 gig slots itself underneath virtually every other RTX 5000 card until you get to the absorbent 5070 Ti and 5080 and 5090. But like, it's that thing needs to come down in price. That thing needs to be at least, at most, 250 Australian dollars. It cannot be any more than that. I don't know if I need to hit the boost. Oh, I definitely do need to hit the boost. Pain and suffering right there. Alright, Bowser Jr., let's try that one again. You good, Bowser Jr.? You do a warp or no? Not while I'm on the Plessy. That was a real attempt was had right there. It was a real attempt right there. I got a couple other ones in terms of technology. I don't have a lot of AI ones. I have a larger gaming topic that I would like to talk about. But one is uBlock Origin is giving up the fight to keep ads off of Facebook. Facebook is too aggressive. It almost looks like there's a secret to the right of that, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I wanted to sort of bounce under. botched that one up again. That one's even worse. But yeah, it kind of sucks because it's like U-Block Origin is really like trying to do the good fight. I'd imagine... I mean, at the end of the day, it is just a filter list. I don't think it's the actual plugin itself. It is just the filter list. So in theory, someone can maintain a filter list that does indeed use... block out the Facebook ads. To me, I guess I'm unaffected by this because I do not use Facebook at all. I have a Facebook to accommodate for personal people using Facebook Messenger, but I don't use Facebook. Oh, and I use it for Marketplace, I guess. Timing's a bit tight on that one, isn't it? But yeah, like at the end of the day, it is a race to the bottom in the sense of advertisers are there to effectively steal attention from you. Ad blockers are there to try and combat that, but it's only worth so much effort before it's like, wow, okay, like they're just making it really obnoxious. But I still, like, advertising is, it is necessary for the internet, I guess. True, the shine name tell me to hurry. Look at that screen space reflection. Oh, it's weird. Also, wow, this rabbit's going. Come on. Oh, he's doing the hops. He's doing the hops. This is where I catch him. Nope, never mind. He's doing the next hops. Oh, I thought I sailed straight past him. There we go. No more 6-7. It's all over. Alright, what else are we doing? I have really not... Oh, Lucky Isle. So just an island chilling out here. As I sailed the wrong way. True, one more. One more for the funny number. Which one is the Lucky Isle? Lucky Isle. Love destroying every tree. I wonder if it actually is destroying every tree. Probably not. That seems a bit of a weird one. Whoop. I don't remember this being here last time. Maybe it's always been here. This is the Lucky Isle. This is the luckiest of isles. On the other hand of this, there's another article. Oh, there's Bowser Land. Oh, we should probably walk back to here because there was the one bit of blocks there. It's Gooigi again. Let's see if we can get him before Bowser becomes a nuisance. I guess I don't really need to watch this every time, do I? Oh my gosh, there's 5 shines over there. Is there an entire island that's exclusively for shines? Alright, where's Bowser chilling? Oh, hi there. Shine! Blast the furry blocks. But yeah, there's an article that's like, basically, Firefox is the only friend of U-Block Origin right now. It's not particularly news, it's more just like bringing up the fact that because Chrome is trying to push through a new app manifest, which actually not even trying to, they have. All extensions need to abide by this new manifest version. It removes functionality. It's like, it's not really doing too much, it's just removing functionality, guys. That's a very cheeky... that's a rather cheeky spot for a Gooigi. But yeah, if you're using any relatively newer version of Chrome, you're forced to use extensions that have updated to this new version only, and that unfortunately means that U-Block Origin can't do everything that it really wanted to do before, which is just a nuisance. This guy's really making the goes, isn't he? He doesn't know where to go, does he? Caught him on the corner. Up there. There we go. So if you're a Firefox user, I always like recommending LibreWolf. That's a fairly solid fork of Firefox, and it comes with uBlock Origin. It's not really much to say, I mean, it just comes with it, but, you know, it's out of the box, and it does what it needs to do, so I'd recommend it for that alone. Just, if you're an average user, just watch out for the resist fingerprinting setting on. It's a good setting, it's just that there's a lot of web pages that do not function right with that. I have to keep, like, enabling WebGL on a per page basis, which sometimes gets a bit in the way. Yeah, fingerprints. Yes. There's another one on Hack News I thought was actually kind of interesting, titled, and this actually, I don't know if this is one of your stories, Vetty, called Unearthing a 31-Year-Old Easter Egg in Echo the Dolphin, specifically on the PC version. It is a very, very fun little thing where, I think with a little bit of a memory tweak, oh, not a memory tweak, but he found that there's an actual shortcut, or a code that's in the code of the game. When you open up the About screen, and it tells you, like, oh, you know, this game's made by these people. And a lot of, like, PC games of that era, it's like, they just draw to a window, and they have, like, just a regular, like, About dialogue like any other program. Hello? Yeah, I think they're probably just lost everywhere. But they're also probably all just gonna give me a shine on the map. So, let's continue on to this one, I guess. Wherever that is. Hi there. Oh, no! What happened? I feel so bad. No, the lost cat. If only I knew where the lost cat was. I'm stealing this. Come find me. You're stupid. You didn't look on the other side of the bell. I feel so bad for that cat, I tell you. Let's see. I assume that one's grayed out, which means I can't do it just yet. Right? Could I do the grade ones or no? Not yet. Oh, we'll head over to that other one. We'll do the grade ones maybe later. But yeah, implement this code and you find an actual secret debug menu. The debug menu includes such things as level selecting and giving yourself an extra life. And that's kind of it. But also there's a no CD check that's just you can enable, which is fairly neat. Actually, I wonder if it was indicating that that would be a Bowser breakable section. But yeah, no, it's fair. Oh, hi there. Hi there, Big Bowser. How you doing? I don't particularly think I have a reason to get rid of Bowser right now. Oh my gosh. This is not the way to get that coin, so that's a bit unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I assume the coin completely despawned after I even attempted to go up there. Okay. Can I... What is it pointing to there? What is it? Yeah, what is this pointing to? The gold block? Is this gonna go up or does Bowser break it? Whoops. Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisies. And there goes my money. Ah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm curious what that was. Activated during the Bowser Land. Okay, well, let's walk back over here. But yeah, no. Neat little secret. I thought that was a good fun article. So check that out on Hacker News from 4 days ago. And give it a read, because it's a good fun read of how he sort of discovered this. Just a bit of reverse engineering, but just something that's like, oh, you know, you wouldn't have wondered that one. So that's good fun. The main gaming thing I wanted to talk about this week was I wanted to talk about the Wolverine game, or in particular this idea of somewhat toxic internet culture, and I'm not saying specifically, like, you know, it's not specific people or specific opinions, but it's the idea that, like, game companies are really heavily swayed by public opinion on a lot of things. I would like to roast some of the footage I've seen, because I think it's a bit cherry-picked, but also it is worth critiquing. There's a handful of clips from the new Wolverine game that are being shown off as, like, hey, these are, like, you know, things to get hyped about the game about, I guess. I'm not too sure what the original context was. I think there was maybe a longer presentation showing it off. But people have taken some clips, and I've only seen the clips, so I'm roasting the clips. In one of these clips, there's a tweet which basically is captioned, "The action sequences are pretty much as we expect from first-party PlayStation titles." And in this clip, Wolverine is getting shot at. He's running down a corridor, and he is getting shot at, and he's running down that corridor. No, you have to hold forward in this case. But he's getting shot at, and he's running down the corridor. I don't know how many times I'll say that before I go, ah yes, there was gameplay in this section. That is a cheeky spot to get lost in, Captain Toad. You're not a captain. Explorer Toad? Nothing too much, it's just a toad under the bridge here. How's he gonna get out of here? Oh my gosh, Big Bowser's back. I'm not too sure what these blips are doing. Let me teleport to this one. Maybe this will make a bit more sense if I'm standing close to it. But yeah, you can see this activates when... Oh! That's a bit interesting. Whoop. Oh my goodness, jeez. Yeah, you see this appear. But then, oh wait, this thing. Oh, but it's above me. That probably reads... That makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to get up there. We need to get up there before Bowser decides to just leave. There we go. Yoink. That's why it's lucky. Oh! I'm leaving. So I assume this island appears on 5 different spots, and I just need to be there for the one. That makes sense. They did point to me about... There we go. Okay. Oh, there you go. Now I know. Yeah, I assume it appears in 5 different spots, which is why there's 4 other grayed out exclamation marks. The shine is there. If you are there, that is. Okay. Well, let's warp over here. I was about to say wipe. Swipe over here. We'll head back over here where we'll see something. We're already at 75, man. We're, you know, nearly done with the whole game. But yeah, in another clip, also I just want to add, as he's running down this clip, he gets experience for something. Oh no, this cat, every time. I cry every time. Alright, how many? 3 cats. Where could they have gone? Oh, here's one. Hi there. I'm gonna go the long way, I guess. Watch out for the Koopas. Or the Kappas, I guess. But yeah, in another clip of Wolverine, Wolverine is fighting a Colossus, I think? He's fighting it, not as in the X-Men guy Colossus, maybe it's not. No, what's the thing? A Sentinel? Is that the term? It's a big metal dude. Very big metal dude. Kappas. I guess. Kappas. Nothing is more terrifying than a boomerang. Hey, where are these other cats hiding? It's gotta be somewhere with a slope, at least, right? I can't just pick up the cats. But that is only one. And I don't imagine they'd go too far. This is made by the main 3D Mario team, yes. Is Insomniac... Well, I mean, Insomniac's probably already been slopified. Someone brought up an interesting comment, which is, as well, there's, like, GTA 6 leaks right now. And those leaks are from builds from probably a year ago. And someone said, you know, most of the people... Like, some people said it just looks like GTA 5, but just remember, most people who worked at Rockstar on GTA 5 don't work there anymore. I don't have much to say about it, other than, you know, it is indeed GTA gameplay, I guess. Doesn't particularly excite me, but it's also a very out of context and probably not particularly meant for presentation kind of video, so I don't really take too much note out of it. But it is indeed a video, I guess. I think there's more to it. It's probably more than just the one video. Oh my gosh, where's the other cats chilling? This is gonna send me all the way up here. Feels weird for the cat to be, like, so far away. Because, like, now we're in a different area. I can still see him from here, but, like, it would make more sense for the cat to be over there than anything. Oh, yeah, like, I mean, the thing with GTA 6 is that it will do well regardless because there is so much mind hype around it, and I don't get it. I don't get why it's this crazy popular. I mean, I get why people like GTA, but it's like, I don't get why people think that this game will do amazing. We don't know anything about it. You don't know anything that will make this game different to GTA 5. Like, just wait until it comes out, guys. Or wait until there's previews or anything, I guess. It's weird to hype games ahead of release like this, because it's like, yeah, no one knows anything. And yet, yeah, so many people, it's like, man, you know, oh, I love GTA 5. Have you played GTA 4? It's not even that, like, GTA 4 is not that obsolete a game. Maybe if you find the controls of 3 Vice City and San Andreas a tad clunky, maybe, but I'd still encourage going back for those ones. I'm playing Vice City Stories right now. I'm like, this game is great. This game's doing really good. I like it. I'm gonna yell at the guy who did the retro achievement set for the PS2 version, though, because you have to effectively glitch the game in order to do most of the achievements. Yes. Beat this mission and also have this one vehicle. And it's like, the only way to get that vehicle is to, like, scare the driver with a fire-based weapon, which either involves using using a Molotov, which is going to either destroy the vehicle, or could use a flamethrower, which you can only get from one particular part on the map. Just yoink him. Yeah, most people are very casual, and I'd imagine a lot of people, if it's like they play that cat is dead. If they play GTA, like, purely from a casual perspective, and that's the only game they ever play, it's like, well, I guess. You know, there's a bunch of other games you could play on your game machine. No wonder why the cat's sad. He sees me do this all the time. And then I bonked his head on a block. There you go. Enjoy your cat. Well, that's a 2 out of 3. That is true. Elden Ring feels, at least, you know, I haven't played it, but Elden Ring feels much more like a game, which makes it seem a bit weird that it's like it does attract a lot of casual players. But certainly, I mean, I'd imagine a lot of people, you know, didn't beat it. Okay, well, the cats can't swim, so that isolates a lot of the areas they could be. Evil kittens. Okay, well, maybe we'll come back in a little bit. Where's the... Oh, I could just walk to it. Can't... No, I can't. Alright. We gotta go, Plessy. Plessy! Plessy, no! I needed you! Evil kitty. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, I'm still just surprised that, like, I guess... I saw that, by the way. I saw that graffiti, but we'll come back to it, because I need my banana up there. I hope that's not the kitty that I just saw there, by the way. Oh, okay. I was a bit too slow. That's okay. Yeah, where was that cat? That was... There's a cat. Maybe it's just a fair bit of oh my gosh. Fair bit of platforming. How do I get him all the way over there? Oh, bring him back. No way is that actually the cat, by the way. All the way out this far. That's crazy. Unless it's gonna be like the penguin from Cool Cool Manor. This isn't my baby. He looks nothing like me. It's just exactly like that. Nah, that's all good. Sweet. Okay. It was the cat. The cat has returned. Yeah, Dark Souls was a bit of a weird one. Because yeah, it's Dark Souls to me is a 21st century Castlevania. Like, it is cheap in various ways, but you do learn, and you will eventually get it. And it's a game that's probably hard by obscurity more than actual... I mean, the mechanics are kind of tricky. You still have to execute, but, like, more of the challenge than not is the actual, like, just knowledge of what you actually need to be doing. Which is why everyone recommends a wiki. Oh, he's all the way over there. Come on. Well, yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of people were weirdly alienated by Armored Core. Yeah. No, Armored Core really alienated a lot of people. They're like, what the heck? And it's like, yeah, that's the kind of games they like making. So, oh, we got a mystery island over here. Over here, yeah. Oh, that's a cheeky spot right there. All for a toad. So, yeah, so I mentioned that there's a fight against well, do not do what I just did. I hit the run button, and I'm like, I can't hit the run button, can I? Well, I've given myself stakes on this one. Hey. Why was he not flinging? I'll never know. I don't need that bell. We're good. He really wants to aim for that platform, and if I'm going to miss the platform, he's just like, oh. You know, this isn't the worst place to be crashed out. It's not a great place, but it's not the worst. Catchine! Yeah. So, but yeah, big boss fight with a big metal kind of golem enemy in this Wolverine game. The golem enemy smashes his iron fist down on the ground, and Wolverine then spends a few slashes at it. This one guy puts a clip from Ben 10 Protector of Earth. Is that the name of the game? It's a PS2 game. It's a Ben 10 game. And yeah, classic boss designers. And how many games have we seen where a big enemy smashes his fist on the ground and you have to hit him on the fist? Now, not to say, you know, oh, this game is so heavily derivative, yada yada yada, because it's just like, I think there's a lot more to it than just saying that. But certainly, again, okay, well, like, I'm not megally impressed. Yeah, well, exactly, probably God of War is maybe one of the classics. Some people are also singling out Shadow of the Colossus. I honestly keep Shadow of the Colossus information very light, because I really want to play that game very blind. One day I will. Let's see if we can warp over. Yeah, warp over here to the rolling roller. Hurry! Hot cross run! But definitely, yeah, it's like, you know, I'm still not hugely impressed. There's another one. There's another clip, which involves, like, a cutscene kind of moment. It's one of those things where it's like, it feels like it's almost dynamic, it's in the engine, but it's like, oh no, it's definitely a cutscene. I guess if I played the Spider-Man games, I'd probably know what this feels like, maybe a tad more. But it's Wolverine and who's the guy? Sabretooth? And a lot of people are making fun of the voice acting because it sounds like that one Breaking Bad anime edit where Sabretooth, he's yelling every line. like oh my goodness, it's like, can he not talk like a regular person? Who knows? Some of that is definitely the vocal delivery. Again, all three of these things have nothing to do with... Well, maybe two of them have something to do. But, like, a game is made of many, many parts, and here we are sort of ripping various parts of this game. I will say all of these are cherry-picked examples, as in they don't speak to the biggest sin that I have seen, or rather I have not seen, which is why the heck are they not showing like the regular gameplay, like really normal gameplay? I do not know what the normal gameplay looks like. I kind of know a little bit because they showed a tiny bit of it in the Summer Games presentations. But I really don't know, like, what's the main meat and bones of this game? Exactly. They obfuscate the actual gameplay so much. And I'm sitting here like going, oh, what am I doing? Plessy Metal Master. Let's see if we can get this golden opportunity right here. Kind of have to be ready to fight to go on the platforms, don't I? Snowball. Where's the platform? Oh, it's still further up. Oh, come on. I wasn't really looking where I was going. Oh, that's a jump and a half? Oh my goodness. Ah. Why is it so far up? He's not going to give me much of an opportunity to get that again, is he? He's just going to leave. Yeah, he's just leaving. Wow! You know, I should probably use the propeller blocks next time. Alright, back to the rolling roller. We need a key. There we go. But yeah, all of this is definitely, it's you know, death by a thousand cuts. It's like, I think a lot of people will probably find any reason to rip on a game if it doesn't interest them. I think that's ultimately the place of, you know, when you see massive pylons, I'll say particularly on Twitter because I don't really know what other platforms are like, although I've seen it on Reddit in times. Yeah, exactly. It's because something has ticked that person off. Something has made them go, hey, this is just not a game for me. And it's kind of frustrating because then they'll be like, well, I want games to be made for my interests. And unfortunately, they're squandering that opportunity. I'm here going, I used to like Insomniac's games. I really liked the Spyro trilogy. I was not as big a fan of Ratchet and Clank, but I still think they're fairly good games. Definitely. But yeah, some games I don't want to succeed. Well, yeah, should every game succeed? Well, the answer is no. I think I sort of mentioned this the other day when people from Bethesda were on strike because they were upset about Microsoft probably going to fire a bunch of them. And I'm like, yeah, you guys, like, not to say you guys, you know, should be fired on the spot, but you did make Starfield. Do you like RNC? Yeah. But it's like, yeah, it's like, if you made Starfield, like, I completely get why your studio is slightly doomed. This is going to be a bit of a cheeky walk, isn't it? So now I gotta walk back with this and not bottle it. Oh, the angle's a bit tricky. We're good, we're good. Slightly easier downhill, I guess. But yeah, if you're a game company and you make a bad game, I'm not saying you all deserve to not, like, work ever again. But I think the problem is that the game industry is really make it or break it. If a game is bad, is critically, like, panned, then, like, it's kind of, well, I guess it doesn't even matter if the game is good or bad. If a game doesn't do well, that studio is basically done for. And, if a game is bad, you better hope that people do indeed still buy it. Yeah, I mean, at least No Man's Sky has the benefit of not having an absolutely absurd budget. It is kind of ridiculous, but The ongoing dev cost of that thing is nowhere near as bad as the amount that they've eventually made by making it better. And I think that the budget wasn't too ridiculous right off the bat. There's a lot of marketing that kind of got conflated into the mix, but Hello Games is not that big a company, and I'm very glad that they've done that. Oh, I have slightly heard of the massacre, yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, you're very much beholden to how well the marketing does for a lot of games. But I have a great litmus test, which is, do you remember the Jump Rope Challenge program? The Jump Rope Challenge game that Nintendo released during COVID? I think that is the perfect example of a great litmus test game. The Jump Rope Challenge was a free game that they released during COVID that was basically, you do jump rope stuff. And if that interests you, if the, little bit of art interests you into, I should really not be diving right headfirst into stuff, but if that kind of interests you, then that game has succeeded in its own way. Nintendo did not even charge people for this kind of game, because they were like, we made it with like a handful of people and an absolute shoestring budget. It wasn't even meant to be like a product we sold, but we just saw the potential in something fun that got people, doing a little bit of exercise during COVID. Obviously, there's like a meta game of, well, like, oh, like, more good things that Nintendo does will obviously mean better. Yeah, true. Yeah. There's a beta test for another game soon, or another game. Oh, I guess we'll walk back. We'll get that Lucky Island. I was gonna try and go to that other place, but no, we'll go for the Lucky Island. I wonder if it's just directly on top of me, like right here, or whether I need the spinny to fly up to it. I probably need the spinny if it's gonna be way up in the air. Yeah, that is way up in the air. Oh, yep, way up in the air. Well, it's not too way up, but kind of up. I got one. There we go. Exactly. But the litmus test that I have is, if that game did indeed capture your attention to at least download it and play it, it achieved what it needed to do. And if a game doesn't achieve even that, and never mind that they have a price tag, they are prohibitively blocking you from actively trying it. You now need to convince yourself it's even worth the money to even consider that in the first place, unless you're on Steam and you decide to, refund it within the 2-hour mark, which some people do. A lot of games, like, anytime anyone criticizes, like, oh, people keep refunding my game, make your game, like, not worth refunding because it's that fun. Make your game worth the money, guys. It did not go well. Oh, exactly, and that's what, yeah, exactly. There's tons of games where I recommend just give the demo a go, because you will get a solid multiple hour experience out of just playing a demo. This is a weird one. I'm not too sure if this is even the way to do this, but you know what? I'm just gonna commit to doing this the wrong way. That's kind of close. I'll give that another go. I'm surprised that they even tried doing a live demo if the game is actually in that state. Listen, live demos are very, very hard. It's unfortunate, because you shouldn't be demoing a game if it's going to break like that. But I'm curious how I get over there, then. Kind of looks like you can really only go in one way. Can I cheese it? Can I just cheese it? Listen, we're gonna do this the normal way. Oh my gosh, guys, I did it! I made it! Wow! No, I did it! I did it, guys! Wow! I think there's a lot of reasons why a game can go wrong, or a demo can go wrong. No, this is exactly how you're meant to play the game. How do you come from the other side? Like, where do you come from? I don't know where you're meant to come from here. Listen, if they let me do that, it's on them. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, I'd be angry at Star Citizen for the fact of, like, you know, crowdfunding, I think, and early access. This is the problem with early access, is that I bought your game. I've already paid for it. You kind of buy early access under the hopes that your money funds the development of the game, but ultimately, you should still be upset if, like, the game isn't what you wanted, or if it's broken, or constantly changing under your feet, like that kind of stuff. I think people had the same opinion about Tarkov. I remember that one kind of having a similar thing going on. But yeah, on the topic of, I guess, wanting games to die or that kind of stuff, I sort of mentioned it before, but there's this idea of toxic positivity where game devs or people online are now like, hey, you know, you can't say bad things about a game because the developers will see it and they'll get very sad if you... Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Star Citizen, I mean, the fact it has $1 billion is crazy for a game that's not even, like, out. You know, like, it's not really meant to be a consumed product yet. And yet, there it is. Let's see if we can mad dash for that. Oh, I gotta go through the pipes, don't I? Okay, rather than mad dash, we're gonna plessy dash. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that, like, people are probably crazy for a somewhat valid reason. And I see where that's over there, so let's see if we can take it the short way around again. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, like, this game, you know, like, to be fair, people, you know, game devs are real people. I know, right? But, they are real people in the sense of, well, yeah, nuance has definitely gone from a lot of internet circles, certainly. But these games are made by real people. They will actively go out on social media and see the fruits of their product, and they are gonna be upset when people don't enjoy their game. That is a two-sided problem. One, I think people should generally be real with their criticisms. Don't knock a game for what it isn't, necessarily. You can definitely say it's not interesting you don't want to play it, but, you know, when these criticisms of the Wolverine game, some of them are a little bit like, yeah, you know, I don't think it's really, like, it's not a deal breaker to me that it's like the game is different to, you know, or too much the same as other games, because it's like, depends what it is, depends what it's going for, I guess. On the other hand, though, I kind of don't like the voice acting. I agree with that one point. It's like, yeah, will it stop me from buying the game? No, the fact it's on the PS5 kind of stops me from buying the game. And I'm not going to buy a PS5 just to play that one, unfortunately. Sorry, Sony. That thing's too expensive. And I've already got a PC that I prefer playing games on. I'm going to wait until it's on PC, where I can then proceed to schedule playing it later, I guess. I don't have any particularly deep interest to play it, even now. Also, I see that floating around. Jeez. There that goes. This area opened up at the end as well, so we'll see what's going on over here, but maybe there's some cats over here. Yeah, it's got Astrobot. You say 10 exclusives? It's like 2. Back off, Cat Prince Bully. Graffiti. Oh, finally a use for the boomerang. There we go. True, it's got those. Oh, that's a cheeky spot right there. Wow, really? The Cat Bowser stuff really is going quite quick, ain't it? That is a interesting spot. I'm not too sure how I'd get that unless Bowser decides to... Oh, well, there you go. That makes a tad bit more sense. That wasn't quite what I wanted, Bowser, but sure. That's a bit more what I wanted. Not where I'm standing, though. No! Ah! So close. So close. We'll get it next time. Mission failed. Oh, it's still open. Never mind, we'll get it this time, I guess. Good old Astro's Playroom. The intended way of getting this. The definitely intended way. I do like my lighthouse. But yeah, I mean, would I buy a PS5 for this? It is an investment. And also on top of that, remember, it's like, yeah, like, I buy the PS5 and then I gotta buy each of those games, except for Astro's Playroom, of course, but I have to buy each of those games. We're looking at probably like $2,000 for like this kind of venture. That's a bit of a tall order. Now this is very much a end of 3D world kind of level design here. Gotta have a good lava section, don't you? And then Bowser Jr. touches the lava like a dummy. Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, you know, if you get value out of your PS5, sure, but at the end of the day, what I wanted to say was just that, like, there are so many sort of apologists on the onlines, but also, if you're, like, actually, like, part of these game studios, I would encourage, take the feedback realistically. Are the opinions being espoused real criticisms, or are they not being real criticisms? And I say that as, like, make sure you evaluate each one. I hear Yote was actually received well. Some people were sort of yelling about it on my timeline ahead of time, but it came out and people were like, it's actually pretty fine. Saros, a bit quiet. I think if you liked Returnal, you will like this one, but it's a tad bit quieter. I don't know, it just depends, I guess. You know, in the same way as I heard Splatoon Raiders was like fine, but I didn't actually care much about it, to be fair. So, but yeah, game devs need to be much more realistic with, you know, what kind of criticism they, you know, is good or not. And I think part of the sort of problem that we're finding is that a lot of game devs are written by people who, a lot of game devs are people who don't actually have, how would I say? They don't quite have the same passion as a lot of players and a lot of vocal players. A lot of people that I know online who riff on video games, and I'll sort of lump myself in that boat. We've been playing video games for like, you know, a quarter century, at least. And a lot, you know, and that's the thing, is that like when people go like, oh, you know, they're just like online trolls or teenagers. Yeah, disregard the teenagers' opinions. They haven't been alive since the last Persona game came out. When was Persona 5? Was that 2015? You know what I mean? Like, it's been a while. It's been a fair bit of that kind of time. I have a bit on turn-based RPGs for note as well. I just want to mention that one. But yeah, it's like, it's not like, you know, like some people do really have strong opinions about how the game industry has shaped over, get it, Bowser Jr.? Can you not get that one? Okay, I guess I'll just hit it with the old one too. They have strong opinions about how the game industry has shaped over the past few decades, and certainly they would, I think a lot of people would probably say the game industry has somewhat declined. There has been a sort of push for games to be more like, you know, disposable entertainment products rather than truly like appreciable pieces of art. There's a lot of common denominator kinds of game design. Like, you know, we're talking about a darn experience bar in the Wolverine game. Like, why? Why does Wolverine... there was one on my timeline as well, which was the scene of Wolverine, like, you know, kind of surrendering as a bunch of people pointing guns at him, only for one of them to be revealed as Mystique, who saves the day. And it's like, why is Wolverine afraid of a bullet? He's got an adamantium skeleton. Like, yeah, it's gonna hurt, but like, whatever. He's throwing himself into all these scenarios. Like, there's a bit of that, sure. But then the same thing is, like, yeah, people who know comic books would definitely criticize, like, oh, you know, the character would never do this because in this, like, you know, comic book or this movie or this whatever, you know, he didn't do that, like, that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of people who know quite a fair bit about these kinds of source materials, and not to say that they are necessarily right or wrong just because they have that long pedigree, but that they suddenly will have, not suddenly, they will have different expectations to the person who has only been there for a short amount of time. And unfortunately, when every single game company is very adamant in rehashing sequels, remakes, reboots, like especially games that already existed, you know, like when we've got reboots of like Dead Space or what's another one? God of War is just like, oh yeah, it gets a reboot, or you know, Star Fox gets a reboot. Like even that, let's criticize Nintendo for something. It's like I don't know what to like take from these kinds of reboots because I have too much of an expectation of what it is. Oh, exactly. Exactly. And before you mention, yes, Bubsy. At least Bubsy is back. Also, there's a cat right here. Right at the end of the area. And unfortunately, Bowser's going to ruin my day, and I would prefer to warp to here. And let's get this. Let's get this bread. Let's go for it. Let's do this without climbing. Let's just do it the intended way. Go, 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 go. There we go. Exactly. And then we got Bubsy DLC. It's small, but it's nice and very appreciated. Listen, no one will ever knock on free DLC unless it actually makes the game worse. Which has happened before. Fallout 4. Sorry, I choked. Fallout 4 actually had an update the other day as well. Like, the fact that they've gone out of their way to break all the mods again for really no observable gain is just... Thank you, Bethesda. Thank you, Bethesda. All your benevolence. But yeah, I think a lot of these game studios, like, they get it wrong. Because they are... And on top of that, like the story I said last week about the Assassin's Creed writer not knowing that, like, his new writing didn't feel anything like the old writing. Like, that's the kind of toxic positivity that, like, a lot of people really want to avoid. We really don't want games to be written by people who are just filled with yes-men studios. They, like, the directors, the producers, whatever... don't have a clue what the players are really asking for, and when they say, hey, yeah, like, you're not matching the game that we really want, and they're completely unaware, it's like, that's a massive problem. That's a real big problem. That's why people really have a problem with some of these people who espouse the, you know, like the, oh, you know, if you don't say, like, if you don't want them to make this game, then they'll never make any game. It's like, yeah, no, that's not how this works, bro. That's not how this works, brother. And you know what's kind of the problem as well? Like, I'll just sort of mention it. I said it before with GTA 6, is that most of the people who are working on that didn't work on GTA 5. The problem is not that companies have big turnover rates, although maybe they do, but the problem is that the games take so long to come out that they can't be made by the same people. And that's a massive budgetary cost, and I don't know why game studios, like, do this to themselves. There's no reason games take this long to make. Well, there is, actually. It's because the projects are massive and overblown. But you gotta, like, control for why the games take that long, because you have to retrain so much staff in the middle of making your game. Like, it's crazy how many people you have to just train in the middle of a game. It's crazy. Also, wow, what a neat little place. Also, wow, look, another thing to... You got this, Bowser Jr., there you go. I do like me a gold room. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, different game companies have different strategies, and for some it works better than others. I appreciate the ones that keep the budgets tight and keep the, you know, there's some where it's like the budgets are big, but like the revenue's constant. Fortnite's probably a great example because honestly, does Fortnite really cost that much to develop for? Probably not. It definitely didn't originally. And therefore, a lot of people can just continue to pump out Fortnite content because it really isn't like that dramatic and that, you know, what so long thought out planned kind of game. And even if you make the point of like, oh, you know, but like good planning might go a long way. It's like, yeah, but you know, like being able to iterate in a game dev studio is actually like a very powerful tool as well. I have saved you. I don't even think it's a publicly traded thing, because, I mean, Epic's a publicly traded company, isn't it? No, it's not, actually. Sorry, take it back. I take it back. They're not. I am being caressed. Can we get 4 at once? Maybe not, but... so, we've still got one going on here. Let's get the cat that was chilling at the flagpole at the end. Or the lighthouse at the end, rather. This will be a leap and a half. How do I easily get up there? I guess I just climb it, don't I? Yeah, I take the pipe. Yeah, and I don't mind, like, Stellaris or really that kind of stuff. I think some people will point to, like, Crusader Kings being like, you know, like, they went too far. Oh, I gotta just take the lift back up. Also, I see the button. There we go. Yeah, Paradox are sort of guilty of, like, some things that are a bit egregious, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, I can't knock them being different from a monetization model to the other companies. They do pretty alright, so... Bonk, here's a cat. Gosh, where are the other 3? I'd imagine there'd be one chilling out over there somewhere. Also, hi, we're at 91 cat shines. We're getting fairly close to the end of this, aren't we? Yeah, I guess I don't mind slower releases, but at some point you have to speed them back up. Like, you can't slow them down forever. That's the problem the game industry is in. That's the problem the game industry has put itself into, is that the cycle times got longer and longer, and no one said no. No one said you can't make the, you know, like not to say it's unrealistic. Actually, no, yeah. I'm gonna kind of say that. Also, wow, this timing. Whew. So close. I'm going for this rad. No, we'll go back for this because otherwise I'm gonna miss it. But yeah, no, it's absolutely. No, never mind. We are going for this one. This is the one left over. But yeah, I'm sort of ignoring mentioning Fetty's news because I know my topics are taking too long, and I don't mind it, Fetty, but I do prefer to ramble about my topics. If I've still got them. I have a lot to talk about these 9 days. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I got a lot of stuff to say about this. But yeah, now this kind of swings both ways about the whole, you know, game developer studios take too much, you know, I guess importance from some online voices. Because there was a fun tweet I also saw, which was captioned, video on an RPG, quote, as someone who despises the genre. And someone also quote tweets that and goes, the attitudes of the 2010s and the 6th gen of gaming, I think he said he meant 7th, did irreparable damage to the reputation of JRPGs. Everyone and their mum during that era regarded turn-based combat as boring, JRPG stories as corny, and that Western RPGs were real role-playing games. And I saw a lot of responses go, yeah, you know how many people like 180'd because of Claire Obscure Expedition 33? And I'm like, true, we do need a few Biendeo, we do. Because I've been playing this fairly okay once I got back into the swing after the first 20 minutes. After beating the game sometime in the middle. But yeah, someone mentioned like that game, and you know, I kind of thought about it. I was thinking, how many people who worked on Clair Obscur Expedition 33 worked on Child of Light, if you remember that one from Ubisoft, from 2014. That one, Well, maybe it's the anime art style, yeah. Yeah, how many people worked on that game and then worked on Expedition 33? I'm not too sure if there's a massive overlap, if any people at all. But Child of Light went incredibly unnoticed. Like, it just kind of happened, it existed, it sold maybe a few 100,000. But it was also low effort, in the sense of it's not high budget. I don't think they really needed any massive amount of sales in order to say, hey, this game did alright. And, you know, for all the flack that Ubisoft gets, I'm like, you know, especially for, you know, me saying 2014 was the last year I pre-ordered anything because of Watch Dogs. But also it's, well, yeah, people just, yeah, I know. I used to be in that boat, unfortunately, but at least I didn't have a voice on the internet at that time. And you know what's the worst thing? Just because I don't like some things, like, you know, there are some genres I won't say I despise, because I think that every genre has, you know, its market, of course. But there's some, like, I absolutely hate, like, the 52 card pickup slop that's on Steam right now. I'm not a big fan of like, fighting games. Not to say I don't think they're smart or good, but I don't enjoy them, personally. I just don't find... you know, like, I can't grind them forever. So that's on me, I guess. And there are some game genres that I absolutely love, but some people will say, hey, isn't every rhythm game kind of the same thing? I'm like, well, you know, there's only so many times you can play Cherub Rock before it starts getting a bit annoying, you know, I guess. I get that. But, like, yeah, people can dislike different games. It's fine, you know, to dislike different games. The question is their criticism valid? That's the same story at the end of the day. And in the same way as I'm saying, hey, you know, like, these game developers shouldn't really, you know, be getting upset because of a Twitter opinion that they don't like. But they should be getting, you know, like, the right kind of feedback. They should be acknowledging feedback that is useful to them. And, we are getting... Well, exactly. We've only got 5 shrines to go. Look at that one shrine all the way out there. There's a key somewhere. I've just been completely jumping... Oh, there it is. I assume I need to get rid of the... Yeah. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a cheeky one, isn't it? I mean, I guess... Could I bring it to the pipe? Or no, I just jump in the pipes to bring it back. What a weird platform. Well, yeah, exactly. Because we all know what happens to games when you don't, you know, you don't accept the otherwise valid feedback, which is the Sonic 06 rule of fire all your QA testers and then see what people who have no particular... I jumped too soon. People who have no particular, like, interest in giving good feedback, or alternatively, they worry that their jobs will be completely on the line because it was last time. Like, that's the kind of stuff. It's that, like, feedback is plentiful, but filtering it to the right feedback is definitely, you know, a necessary thing you have to do. But the question is, like, what is the right feedback? I think everyone has their own opinions of what is the right feedback, what opinions do matter. And at the end of the day, I mean, like, you know, if a game is... I wonder if I can actually make this jump right here. It feels really weird if I could. Oh, I can! Hey, that makes my life a bit easier. And now Bowser Land is back, and I have nothing to do with him. We just get the shine. We just wait for a moment, get the shine, and leave. I'm Bowser!
Good shine!
He is unemployed. That is kind of annoying that Bowser is still pestering me, even when I think I've done everything that he actually needs to be around for. On the one hand, yeah, it is short, but on the other hand, it's like... I guess I'm sort of crushing the 6-hour mark, am I? Because I was, what, 2 hours 37 last stream? And we aren't at the 5-hour mark by far. We've only just passed 4 hours, really, in total playtime. So, take that, long players. I've figured out this game way better than you fella. I don't know why. Not to humble flex, but like legit, there are so many playthroughs where it's like I crush the time even on a blind playthrough. I don't particularly know quite how. it is dense, and hey, you know, I'm not upset about 4 solid hours of gameplay. I like this idea of exploring around, and I like a lot of the platforming challenges, even if I feel like I've cheesed some of them. This feels like a perfect last shine to get, and I'm here just getting it right now. It's just here, you know? Ka-ching! He's just chilling, right there. There we go. Okay, we've still got to blast the... Oh, I still need them. Where are the Fury blocks? Let's visually spot them out just so I know they're there. I'm still missing one for the cats. And then there's another one off to the side, and that's it. That's 100. That's 1 hundo. I'm digging the music in this whole game, though, I'll tell you that. Yeah, where are the blocks? I saw there's a bunch of blocks there, but that's, you know, those have always been there. They're around this side? Yeah, they're around that side. Okay. It's good to know. Yeah, exactly. That's what open worlds are for. Yeah, okay, let's check out what this Lake Lapcat shine over here is. This makes it look like it's involving this, but I swear I got this one last time, didn't I? Like right here. Oh no, it's swimming away from me! You see that? I'm like, why is the icon slightly further away than this island? Yeah, it's going away! What the? Where's it going? Where's it going? It runs? I'm not too sure what I'm looking for, though. It's clearly invisible. Oh, wait, no, it's the floating island one. Ah, wait, so if it's a floating island one, I need to be on the top of this mountain. Yeah, it's the floating island. Yeah, okay. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Listen, I can't look up that high. My neck is too tight. That's okay, we'll get him when it comes back around. But yeah. Fortunately, I think at least the stigma around how do you get... That is a good question. I mean, if you want to, you can look up the one shine, which is the shining on a hidden isle. I would have thought you'd do a good plessy jump, but it seems a bit weird. So maybe you hover from something. Oh, I want to get that thing, but no. Bowser's about to come out and play. Yeah, it could be a cannon. Oop. I do like, as well, just making every enemy a cat variant. That's good fun as well. I wonder what that question mark is. I'm gonna go back for that one. Okay, so I assume the platform will just come by, right? Pick me up, right? Am I on the... Oh. You know, I said I assumed where the platform was coming from, but I don't know where it actually is coming from. Always Bowser's going like, oh, there it is. What do I need? Well, I see the ledge on the other side. Oh, he even stops there. Very nice. Thank you, platform. I wonder if you get onto that, like, spot from here as well. Oh, I guess we could be patient for a moment. Wait for some idle animations. But yeah, JRPGs at least have their name sort of back. I think it was mostly, like, the Persona hype around, like, 2019 or so. Just kind of weirdly came back at that time, didn't it? So, that's it. I got a couple of AI news stories. Also, I guess Pokemon's always been there. I'm stuttering so hard. One day I don't know if I stutter. I kind of do this all the time as well, but I think it's just because I start blurting out stuff without actually forming my sentence in my head. Take that, seagulls. he actually gonna... No, he can't see it, can he? Ooh, that was a weird one. Also, my controller's rumbling if you're wondering why the pointer is going all over the place. So, but I got a couple of AI stories. Only a couple. One is a tweet from at seeing_redlines will review. I believe he's head of some company. He said, I just had a deeply alarming 45-minute sync with our talent acquisition team regarding their new AI-driven resume screening tool. Also, either big props on the candidacy on this one, or not big props because it's a made-up story. But I hope it's actually a real story. Oh, that'd be hilarious if it stopped at the other mountain. He said, they reported that the software's reduced our time to hire by over 60% over the last month. I asked them to walk me through the specific algorithm, algorithmic parameters that they established for filtering out unqualified applicants. Let's head over here. The HR manager smiled and said they told the AI to optimize for digital natives with high runway potential and a youthful energy. I stopped typing and asked her to run a demographic report on every single candidate the software's rejected since September. Their data showed a 100% rejection rate for any applicant who graduated college before the year 2010. I explained that automating age discrimination doesn't make it suddenly legal, and it just makes it highly scalable and incredibly easy to prove in court. She seemed genuinely confused and argued that the AI made the decision, not her, so we're insulated from liability. I had to explain that the EEOC doesn't currently accept the robot defense for federal civil rights violations. I'm currently drafting a memo to halt all hiring until we manually review 4,000 resumes. Now, yeah. That's a story and a half. That is an expected result in the sense of, like, you see where this is going. The AI knows how to optimize things, but it often doesn't really make the right decisions. And even if it doesn't make it right from like, it acts a bit cold in some cases. It's like, it's the paperclips thing. It's just like, it will solve the problem no matter how. And that is, not exactly the greatest thing in the world. Okay, we need to figure out where all these cats are coming from. Because... Okay, well, there's a cat. I'd imagine they'd be circling this platform, right? There was one on the platform. There was one to the north area. Oh, he's a bit afraid of me. Oh, he is still a bit afraid of me. Well, I guess we're going to need to be cat time. Now, if Bowser's nice, he'd know that I can't get rid of him. Okay. Look at this cheeky pipe. They designed it knowing full well that I'd have to do this on it. A little bit of a cheeky pipe. The cat was like somewhere around here, right? There you go, there's a cat. This is the last shine. It's so over after this. Another AI story, we have a tweet, a very, very long tweet, actually 2 long tweets from Dario Amodei, who's our head of Anthropic. There's a TLDR of basically, Anthropic is trying to cure cancer, and we want to make it very clear that we will really let you know and rub it in your face when we've done it. I'm paraphrasing, I'm being a bit, a bit exaggerated here, but I think the point stands of, yes, thank you in all your benevolence, Anthropic, for destroying, or at least being part of destroying a lot of consumer industry, just so you could cure cancer. I don't quite know where the money is on that front. But it kind of sucks that it's like, yes, make everyone's lives worse in the process. Oh, yeah, someone gave that response as well. I was like, how do we cure all cancer in, like, one go? That's an interesting one. Certainly, yeah. Also, whoa, the cat's chilling down there. At least the cats aren't hard to spot. I mean, it's only this one and one other one, so we just need to figure out where that one other one is. You know what I feel happy about? The fact I didn't look anything up. We're just doing good. Doing good on a blind playthrough, yeah. Where's the... Yeah, I was like... Which way do we go? There we go. Sometimes I secretly look things up on another monitor. But this time I didn't. I played it pretty straight. Yeah, where could that cat be? Where could that last cat be? He wasn't on the... on that, was he? Nah. I feel like it would make a little more sense if he was, like, back here, but... oh, well, he is back there. I'm blind. There we go. Now we're just gonna not sail into the abyss. I got you, cat. Cats can't really pick up things, can they? Well, I guess they can. There you go. Yeah, not much to say about that. Other than that, there's one last one I sort of just want to mention is that Facebook is currently in the limelight from 29 US states. Currently, groups suing Meta over allegations that its platforms developed features to hook children, that it misled the public about the dangers that it violated kids' privacy. Basically, we did it. Message is ringing out from the Gigabell. You are ready. Go cleanse the beast of its fury with the full power of the cat shines. Guess I have to wait for Bowser to come back. He's just chilling, I guess. Also, I'm curious what Toadette is doing back there, so just mental note. Oh. Just mental note, we'll sort of come back for Toadette. Ooh, snap, he is very angry there. It's not quite over, I still gotta beat him. He is white, yes. But yeah, Facebook, if they lose this case, will probably, the penalties could reach $1.4 trillion. Because it is based on the people who are, I guess, the number of people who are affected. Okay, big Bowser fight. Let's see how we go here. I've seen this attack before. Oh, that's a weird place to sort of finish there, but that's okay. So we got to take out a big long boss health bar, don't we? Not too bad. Just take it as it is. Realistically, if Facebook loses, they'd probably only lose like 200 billion, but 200 billion is a lot of dollar. I'm pretty sure that's their revenue per year as well. So like a whole year of revenue is quite a large one. I guess the case is how do you define addictive content? I guess it's a bit of an odd one. Misleading, maybe. I'm not too sure what the specifics of the case are, though, so I would have to consult a much more of a lawyer perspective on like whether they are properly in the wrong. But certainly, Facebook is... this is a bit of a poster child moment. Here's some interesting punts I'm doing here. I could just keep grabbing these. We could just keep grabbing these forever. Bowser, you gave me too much ammo. You gave me too much here. Well, exactly. Like, Facebook, I feel like they'd hope they're too big to fail. But, you know, it would be very, very sad if a big company did go out like this. But on the other hand, it's like, I mean, I don't particularly have sympathy for Facebook in the sense of their product is somewhat on the, I guess, they're in the market of making things worse for people in some ways. They just benefit from people's misery. They're not the only ones, but they definitely are. Also, this thing's crashing. Oh, he's all the way over there. What are you doing over there, Bowser? I'm trying to carry that plank. Oh. Ooh, I wasn't expecting to, like, tap him with that. Alright, one more tap here. Well, exactly. Like, if I say, hey, Twitch, opt out of my data for AI training purposes because, you know, like, let's say the easy example, I'm a minor. Let's just say that as like an example. And Twitch doesn't know, but like, you know, the user has explicitly opted out. I think that's a bit of a problem for Twitch. Because like, they're specifically ignoring that the user wants to opt out themselves. That's why it feels so weird that, you know, they haven't, I don't know, they haven't worded it, because who knows what they're doing on the internal systems. And you know what the real answer is? They're tracking everything, regardless. Do you know how many sites have the, like, you know, accept cookies or, like, accept only essentials or something like that? And then, like, you look at your network and they don't do anything when you click that button? There are so many websites that do the GDPR prompt, and it's just absolutely worthless. There's no check whatsoever. Also, who cares what cookies I have on my device? What matters is what I send to them, which can be done regardless of cookies. Tracking pixels are especially really annoying as well. Yeah, that is good that, at least they've got a seat in Berlin. And then you got a way to message them there. Alright, good news, guys. I've done this boss fight before. The problem with big companies is that a lot of people really, like, feel quite, I guess, overwhelmed by, you know, individuals going up against big companies. Because it's very much like, oh, you know, don't you want to do it like class action or something like that? I mean, I guess, but like, well, you can't do a class action if you're not class. You have to do it as a group of people, I guess. Final boss, exactly. It is definitely the fight's already ramped up, so I'll definitely tell you that. I always keep hitting the wrong button. I keep trying to switch the power-up right away. Well, I got plenty of power-ups. We're all good. Although I never maxed out the Lucky Bells. I never maxed out the Lucky Bells. That's a cheeky angle there, isn't it? I do like this final boss as well, even though I know it's like mostly a Plessy kind of thing. Also, man, you know, they're really going to town on this, aren't they? I'm really not sweeping across that one very well, am I? I love that jump, though. It's great. Ah, jeez. He's really making me have to work for this. I haven't even tapped him yet. He's still going. Gosh, he's really making me go for it. We're going boomerang time, even though I can't use the power-up. Bonk. Yeah, it's worth checking. I will never say that I can give proper lawyer advice to anything, especially if it's outside of Australian law. It's like, I don't know. I do opine on US laws, but... Whoa! Gosh, the sweeping. Little Bowser Jr. laser. It is a nice change-up. You never quite know when you're going to hit him. They gave me 2 quick hits last time. But I like the fact that like this whole environment does lend itself quite well to the you know, to the Plessy route. Although I believe all these, oh my goodness, jeez. I mean, all these ramps are added in after the fact. Oh, he's still going. He's still going. He violated the 3-hit rule. What? Listen, we're burning all the items on this. Again, I used the item just before the end. There he goes. He's doing it again. This is when I shout the words, the final blow, way too late. Poor Bowser, man. Poor Bowser. He doesn't deserve this. Actually, maybe he did. We did it again. Kablooey! Last one I wanted to sort of say as well. This actually was news last week, but I missed it. Microsoft is rolling out age verification in Australia for 18 plus games and apps on the Xbox and Microsoft Store. In order to access anything rated 18, you gotta show your ID. Which, in a real store, you're technically meant to do that. Like in a physical store, you're sort of meant to need to show your ID to purchase things that are above, you know, rated R18 plus. Technically, you're meant to show some form of ID as well for MA 15 plus as well. But obviously, how to verify your age? Upload your government ID or a selfie. And I'm like, ugh. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm not a big fan of that. You know what's great? How many games are unrated on Steam? Just want to add that. Now, to be fair, yeah, no, it does suck that like a kid could like access or play or buy things that are like, you know, above their age range. But then it's like, hi, it's called parenting. That's what this rating system is. That's what it's for. I don't even think the problem is like physical or digital here. It's like, well, the problem is, you know, the parent should be aware of what the child is consuming. And we're gonna watch these credits again, dang it. What's a banger? That's it though, that's Bowser's Fury. I did like Bowser's Fury a fair bit. 4.5 hours, pretty alright time. I think it's that's a nice little bonus for 3D World. I kind of get the opinion of maybe it's a tough sell in case you didn't feel like buying 3D World again, because it's like, oh, it is a refreshing change. It's definitely nowhere near as hard as 3D World, and I know we're still sitting here without the final level really being done, but we'll save that for a later time. Exactly, perfect stream length. We'll still check out Toadette. Yeah, exactly. We need to check out Toadette as well, because she was chilling there for some reason. What was she doing? We need to know. I know I can skip this, but I want to watch it again. It's good fun. But yeah, hopefully everyone's week, or at least 5 days, because we're already on Wednesday. Hopefully everyone's week will go nice and smoothly. Yeah, exactly. I love sitting in the credits. Everyone here deserves a shout out, you know? Some are boring. And some, well, I was going to say Mighty Number 9, but Blub, if you recall back when I played Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and those credits were half an hour long. That was an actual, like... I half regret it. Yeah, make sure you cap Mario. Exactly. I half regret having to sit... There's a lot of credits that are just dull name sweeps. They're not doing too much, but I love the ones that put in a nice song, a little bit of a presentation going on. There we go. This is going on my fridge. There we go. Bowser's Fury! Anyway, let's the Melee credit. There's a lot of good credit sequences out there. There's a lot of Nintendo games that do it. Just anything. So I assume coming back here, it's like, well, it's all done. I don't really get too much other than Mario is in his fancy form already. He gets to always be fancy power form. I assume this is only when I'm the cat as well, right? Oh, maybe I should try a different power-up. So when I go back to the cat, I'm that. Yeah, there you go. What about the Lucky Bell? Okay, I guess it's the same thing. There you go. Hi, Toadette, how you doing? Oh, she's just here. She's just here. This was just to tell me that there are indeed toads around. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I think that's all I can really do. But no, it's been great playing this. It's been great playing through 3D World again. And other than a very, very small video I will do showing what indeed happens when you do indeed beat the game, I think that's it for 3D World. So I definitely encourage getting this one if you haven't played 3D World. Playing it again is an interesting experience, especially with the speed up. I guess your mileage may vary how much you enjoyed 3D World the first time on the Wii U, and whether it's worth playing with the speed up, but I think it's generally a nice and smooth version. I definitely... the Switch version of 3D World runs like 40% faster than the Wii U version. And I found that was quite noticeable because I did not remember struggling anywhere near as hard, as much on many of the levels. And then it's weird playing this because I think you do move that same sped up speed, but since it's in 3D, everything's a lot more spaced out. Or, not 3D, but like, because the camera's zoomed back, everything is a larger scale to accommodate. Yeah, but also you move 40% faster. So, it's all like, it works out, but you do need to be, you know, quicker on your toes. It's like Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It's just like, it's a noticeable speed up, and it works, but yeah, you gotta be on top of that. Depends how you found the original. Definitely, I remember 3D Land and 3D World being a tad on the slower side, so I won't say it's impossible to work with. But yeah, it definitely does make the game a lot trickier. But yeah, I'd also say if you've played this game on the Wii U and you haven't replayed it, if you're a Switch 2 owner, I actually really encourage play it on the Switch 2. For the 4K, I hear the Bowser's Fury mode has some slight quirks in handheld mode on the original Switch, like it's a tad odd in performance, or it runs at 30 FPS or something like that, which is a bit weird. But at least playing it plugged in on the console, on the Switch 2, it's great. It's running at 4K 60 the entire time. I didn't notice any frame hitches anywhere. I mean, it's good to have the fallback. Also, I need to wonder what's going on here. Is that... This made me think that there was a waterfall secret here, but no, that's just water coming out of the walls, I guess. Shout out to a bunch of games nowadays that are written and they don't know how to pause, so they just set the game speed scale to 0.00001, like lots, very slow. Yeah, I don't know what's an easy way to measure other than pull out an emulator for both and give it a go. Or if you have both, which I guess I do have both. But yeah, compare it with the gameplay footage if you see what I've been doing, and then compare it with the Wii U version, and you'll see what I mean. Like it's just a fair bit easier to line up everything on the Wii U. I don't know how the multiplayer fares on the Wii U as well. Yeah, the Wii U version's got like a tiny bit. Oh wait, you know one thing I didn't actually ever play? We need to demonstrate this before I go. Back in Mario 3D World, we never did the thing that's been there on the menu the entire time, and that's right, you hit minus. The Luigi version of the classic Mario Brothers arcade game. I gotta play this, right? We gotta do this at one point. There we go. Luigi Bros. Does this even support a controller? I hit select. I'm glad select exit set. Does it even support my controller or no? Or no, they want me to use the Joy-Con. Because I'm hitting start. And it's start. Oh. Why does it have to R? How weird. Yeah, it's a bit of a reskin. I believe this is the arcade version as well, isn't it? Did they ever release this on the NES? Because the resolution's like better than an NES game. But yeah. This is the 1983 arcade game. Except he's green. He's Luigi. And I love that, like, a lot of people attribute, I mean, Mario, or rather Jumpman, first appeared in Donkey Kong in 1981. But it's interesting that, like, this game has coins, it's got pipes, it's got Koopas, although they don't have the same shell properties as before, and it's got the power block. Out of all the things that are in Mario, the power block is one of the most surprising ones I feel existed way... oh, this is the NES version? Oh. I mean, the resolution feels a tad too good, but, you know, it might just be the NES version. Oh. Them fast Koopas. Oh. It's really going for it. I'm not good at this one, I tell ya. The movement is very, 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 very slippery. I don't know if that's actually a Luigi thing, if they've edited that in. Oh, sorry, sidesteppers. Test your skill. I don't think I'm particularly skilled. No, I'm definitely not skilled. Not gonna get there in time. I might get one of them, but not the other one. I tried. I tried. No bonus. No bonus for you. Also, I love these crabs who, I don't think they've appeared in anything else. This game gets, like, the love in all the WarioWare releases as well, by the way. I know there were crabs in, the Bowser's Fury section. Like in the... Oop. Shell creepers. Yeah. I'm not good at this one. Don't make fun of me for hitting start to hit start when it says it up on the top. I'm blind, okay? I forgot what Game B is as well. Oh, true, they are in one Mario Kart, yeah. DS, aren't they? I don't know what's different about Game B. Yeah, I don't actually know what's different about Game B off the top of my head. But, it's an interesting bonus for that Year of Luigi time period. Also, how many times have they released Mario, like the original Mario Brothers? Because it's in all the... Oh my goodness! It's in, all the Mario Advance games as well. It's like, how many times can we release this one? Maybe Game B just makes it hard on me. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, he's out to get me right away. Oh, he turned around on that coin. He was not happy about that coin. Not C and D, but there were two-player versions of the same modes from the names. Yeah. I know, right? Mario Bros, but you can actually... Also, I guess the fire is technically kind of like Super Mario Brothers. It's interesting that you can play with two players. They're always nice little bonuses. Nintendo, like, constantly bringing back their old... Oh, it's still on fire the moment it spawned. Constantly bringing back Mario Brothers. But I mean, you know, when you do cite, like, what's the origin of the franchise? I mean, it's technically this, isn't it? Oh. Oh, really? Nah. Botch it up. You know what I love when you pick up the coin and it actually shows a dollar sign with a double slash. I just think that's kind of interesting and fun. Also, you know what I love? The slow hum. It's very quiet, but there is a hum. Nah, I'm not good at the bonus on this one. What is the bonus? An extra life or just more points? Which inevitably gets you an extra life. Oh, he's a speedy crab. Oh. Also, yeah, you can see the power block is eternally hit. I mean, this is a very straight arcade port, is it not? If it is the NES version. I mean, Nintendo were good at that one. They basically were like, yeah, you know, this is the game. This is how it do be. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's kind of fun as well, given that they then, you know, Super Mario Brothers, the launch title on the NES, actively did away with a lot of arcade tropes of, like, you know, I mean, it still had kind of repeated levels, but you know what I mean? Like, the original Super Mario Brothers is, like, such a weirdly, you know, pioneering game for, like, having all these original levels going on. Because a lot of arcade games just kind of looped forever. And then you had that one. Such a, it's, I don't know, there's a lot of cool ones in video game history. Guess you're mostly safe if you stand there, but... Oh! I want to see if I can get to level 6. Oh. 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 It's a tricky game. I got a better score, though. There we go. Well, we'll leave it there. But yeah, that's Mario 3D World on the Switch. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. I had a good time. We'll play something relatively new next week, or maybe not as relatively new as this game, because this is actually double news. That is true. You're just gonna have to send me a lot of news. We got a lot of stuff going on this week. Also, 2 Luigis? Yeah, that's the problem with Luigi Bros, isn't it? They both gotta be Luigi. That's all good. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream or you didn't enjoy the stream, that's okay. You can follow at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard every Monday. And I know I missed a Monday, so that's why we're here on Wednesday. But yeah, Monday stream time usually. We'll get back into something new and good fun. Yeah, true. It is a 2021, 5 years old. So of a 2013 game as well. So it's not like I don't know how new it really is. But yeah, also on Twitch and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, what's up? How you doing as well? But yeah, if you missed anything, VODs are always on YouTube sometime afterwards. So we'll see you. You can watch back all the old streams there and all that jazz. And yeah, you can say hi in the Fediverse unless my power goes out. Whoops. That's all good fun. But yeah, other than that, stay safe, eat your greens, don't stay up too late, and give this one a go. And don't let a game journalist catch your tweets online ripping into Wolverine. These journalists work so hard on this game. That's all good. Have a good one, fellas. Peace.